All right, welcome everybody to World War II Online. This is Operation Unity. We have a all access, no restriction weekend going on. So if you are a old player that hasn't played in a long time, log in. Everything is opened up. The equipment doesn't matter what your subscription is. If you have a subscription or if you're a free play player, doesn't matter. Just log in. You've got access to the equipment. Everything's unlocked. So just wanted to let everybody know that we've got some news that's coming up. So you want to stay real close to the comms. Join us on Facebook, on YouTube, on Twitter, TikTok, all the social medias. Give us a like and subscribe to our channel so you're staying up to date with everything. So what we got here is we've got our howitzers, 105 millimeter. And as you can see, this is the JG squad. And they are, let's see how far away they are. They're shooting at the grass. And just make a little mark here so you can see how far they're shooting. Add report. I'll just do a mortar mark just to... Nobody else is going to be able to see it. Right now, they're 7,800 meters from the town, or from where they're shooting. This circle, that's around. The outer points is 10 kilometers. So they're actually pounding a good distance away from grass. If you guys, I've got chat up, so if you guys have any questions, don't hesitate to go ahead, send something in the chat. I'll be able to answer any questions you guys got. Let's see if we can follow one of these rounds. And of course they stopped shooting, but sounds like they're pounding over here. And as you can see, they're pretty close to the target that they're trying to pound at with those howitzers. So this town is Axis owned, and or no, yeah, it's sorry, Allied owned, and Axis have taken almost the whole town. There's only this one CP left. So if you're new to the game and just checking this out, this is one of the capturable depots. This is actually the last depot that the Axis have to capture in order to take this down completely. All these buildings here with the flags on top of them obviously are the buildings that you want to go to when you're trying to capture. Looks like DM79 is trying to get some support. Axis over here at the building where the allies are spawning in from. They're trying to cover those. Actually, there's two capturable buildings. This might be the other one. Who's that? Brittle and Death 6.4. Coming in, capture this building. Oh! Seems like the Axis have gotten control of that building. Let's see if the Allies are able to jump in there and stop their capturing. Cleared him out. But the Axis had already captured that building before him. Just gonna try to capture that. Hold that CP. You guys are here, say hi on chat if you don't mind. Hey Terry, how are you? Good to have you here. live stream. This is World War II Online. Operation Unity going on right now. All access. So it doesn't matter if you're a free player or whatever your subscription level is. Everything's unlocked. Huge game events today. So yeah, good time to jump back in. Right now, this is the town of Arras. It's one of the bigger towns of World War II Online. Huge. And Axis seems to be wrapping this town up. They were attacking this. This was an allied town. Each other, yep. Axis is really trying to nail down that, or lock down that last CP. Looks like the Axis are going to take this town. This is a big town to take. And that's Arras, or the town of Arras, is Axis owned now. And by doing that, this town is, the town of Sultry is trapped in a pocket. So in other words, this Allied-owned town doesn't have a link to all the other towns, so its supply is going to be limited, or not limited in the town, but it just it's going to surrender because it's completely encircled by the Axis towns. Just like this town of Lily, or Lil. I'm sorry, I have a hard time pronouncing some of these names of these towns correctly. So after, I believe it's 12 hours, that town will surrender to become Axis owned when you see that white flag on there. So a lot of times the Allies will try to bust out of that that little pocket area. So what they could do is they could attack Doulins, for instance, from Freverant and Talmas, and they have one forward base going to Dolan, so that would be the more preferable attack. Ideally, they'd like to, Allies should get the if they were going to do this, the Dolan's Thomas forward base, take that back so it's allied just like this one is, and then attack that town so they have good supply going into this town. And if they were successful within 12 hours of now, or 12 hours of when the Sultry was starting its surrendering process, if they turned Doolins to allied, so in other words, taking Doolins, that would no longer be surrendered, and that timer would be cut off in the or taken off, and the town would just be a regular allied town as normal. So the surrender mechanism in the game is something that's quite unique as well to World War II Online. So as that town ended, looks like the Allies are have an attack order on Varun or Varnay. Sorry. Once again, I suck at pronouncing these town names. So let's go and take a look and see what's going on over here. And it looks like the Axis have really come in and is starting to set up a really good defense around the town. It's always good seeing the new recruiter tag. Campfire. Welcome to the game, Campfire. So it seems like this attack is starting up. Like there may be an Axis attack. See this little infantry icon. When it's black, that means that there's light infantry in that area. If it's solid red, that means there's a good presence of enemy infantry there. Same thing with the tank and plane and boat tags and stuff. So always something to look at when you're looking at the map. You see these icons underneath the towns. That means there's the enemy vehicle, enemy tank in that area around the town of Albert. So Allies are, looks like there's a tank going into Albert or whatever, light tank presence. So let's take a look here real quick and see what's going on. Here they'll be coming in from the yep. So this is the town of Albert, and And then we have the town of Villers that Axis is pushing in on Villers at the moment. Allies also have the town of Varun. Let's go take a look at that real quick. Trying to see where the best battle is going to be at this point for the live stream. Yeah, he got hit. Jimmy Vonk 4. Good job. Yeah, he's got the new squads. Take a look again at the map. Seems like the Axis has a pretty good defense around the town. I don't think they're pretty much set up all the way out. Very light damage on that forward base. So yeah, they got a really solid defense around the town. Axis, where are they attacking? They don't have an attack order out. Looks like Albert is starting to pick up a little bit. So let's go ahead and jump on over there. Now the town doesn't have an attack order on it yet, but it sure has the EWS, early warning system. That's those two little icons that you see underneath the name of the town. So that's why they're called early warning systems, EWS. So you can kind of see where the enemy is starting to come up at, and start getting your defense up. I could tell by the audio, yeah, there's something coming. So, what in that case, let me see how many attack orders are there. So there are 2 attack orders and 2, so each side has 2 attack orders at this time. So, oh, yeah, if you notice, Vernay, sorry, once again, I can't pronounce these names too well. The EWS, those little icons underneath, they're gone. So that means the Allies are probably gonna abandon that AO and focus all their forces over here. And as you can see, Albert, yep. Now the Allies have set an attack order on the town itself, and you see the EWS is solid, meaning a heavy presence. And so yeah, that's this is going to be the main attack right here for the Allies. I still don't see where the. Let me check something. No, the Axis have no attack orders going at this time. So in other words, right now, if you look at the map kind of out, you have Albert with the Allied attacking, and that's the only thing that's going on in this map. Even though there's an attack order over here from the Allies, I'm assuming that's probably going to drop, or the Allies may just keep that attack order on there just to kind of keep the Axis on their toes. But you know, by sending in some troops over there just to kind of see what's going on, try to draw them away from any other objectives they've got going. So there's a lot of strategy into the game and why the High Command do the things that they do. But like I said, the Axis forces have no attack order going, which is odd. So there's that. Got old Zeke out here. They are pounding this AV. all the bombing inside this army base, people are a little reluctant to pull on out this vehicle. And rightfully so. Oh, yeah. That's gotta hurt. This place is just getting pounded. Oh, he dropped that bomb too low. One thing about bombing, if you're in a bomber and you're dive bombing, if you release the bomb too low of an altitude, the bomb won't detonate. And that's part of the fusing system of those bombs. So it's really an art form of bombing. And, we've got a lot of players that have been playing this game for close to 20 years, some over 20 years, and they've got it perfected. But there's always something that these allied pilots are just locking down this army base. Quite effective. Yeah, that tank buster. He wasn't able to pull up out of his dive trying to get to that 231. back to the airfield. Go supply the bombs. See if we can jump to another plane here. There's the Axis attack. Let's go check on that and see what's going on. Seems like this battle's just starting off. Looks like Halsey is recon. While that town or that attack is starting up, let's go back to Halbert since that was already kicking off pretty good. Dave Adams. Once again, a live stream and no smoothie to be seen in it. That's funny. It's got to be where the action is. Always are still pounding the crap out of this AD, it looks like. Great tech. Welcome to the game. Oh, yep. Yeah, always watch your back. Watch your six, guys. And new players, you may want to be careful when you're looking out those windows like that, because if you could see the enemy, they could see you, for sure. And Merlin takes care of the green tag. Let's see, is this... What team is that? That is the Doolins CP, so that's not even the Allied spawn. So the capture point, the CP, that they'll want to get is the Corby, town of Corby. That's and is Villers? No. So Albert Corby CP. So let's take a look here. That's the one. If the Allies take this CP right here, Albert Corby, which is this building right here, Irish 86 is defending it. If the Allies get that CP, then they have a spawn point inside the town. Ooh, Zeus Hammer has a Wellington. Yeah, those are badass. Check that out. I love these planes. One of the newer models of World War II Online. Beautiful drop. Beautiful drop. Oh! Zoom just did a big airdrop. And why doesn't that surprise me? But they just dropped. Yeah, look at that. I was just saying that if they get that CP, Allies will have a spawn point in town, and that's where all those paras are going right now. Beautiful, beautiful drop on those paras. Get it? Yes, they did. So now the Allies have a spawn point inside the town. So on this building over right here, you'll start seeing the Allies start spawning out of there. There. Beautiful drop. There you go. Now you see the Allies starting to spawn out of that building over there on the right. Oh, Smoothie. Smoothie's at work, huh? I'm glad you're able to, Smoothie, I'm glad you're able to check in on the live stream. Appreciate it. Great battles going on right now, guys. If you are watching this and you're not in game, it's time to log in. Huge population right now, a lot of stuff going on. You can see the air battles are raging, the town battles are raging. It's everything is unlocked. You guys need to just log in, go in, have some fun. Doesn't matter if you're a vet player or if you want to try it out for the first time. You'd be able to get to play with some toys, regardless of what your subscription level is. Free play, returning vet, new player, doesn't matter. Just get in, start learn the game and have some fun. Going on over here. Is on gin right now. Look at all this. How is he staying alive? I have no idea. Oh my God, how is this possible? Oh, took some hits there. Wow, look at this guy go. Oh, he finally got him. That was amazing. That was just amazing. Allied pilots are out in force today. Another new tag. Mumbacell. Yeah, Big Woody took care of him. We've been seeing a lot of new tags in game. And just so you guys know, the population in game has increased by over 20% in the last month. 20%, that's huge. So, great time to log in. Like I said, if you're new, you're just kind of checking this out, it's worth just coming in and see what's going on. Graphics aren't as pretty as some of the other games, but the gameplay is so much better, in my opinion. Obviously, I'm a little biased. I've been here since 2004, so I'm a long-time player of the game. But yeah, I just have a passion for this game. So anyway, I'm going to go AFK for a few minutes. So I will position the camera just where a lot of the action is, just so you can kind of see. I'll be back in a few minutes. Alright, I'm back. Looks like the Allied spawn is under attack by the Axis. They're trying to, Axis forces are trying to reclaim that spawn point. See if I can get a decent, there we go. That way I can see both levels. Are they able to get it? That 251, that's funny. That's actually pretty smart. He's actually trying to block the entrance. Give him more time for the Axis to capture. That's a smart move. Yep, there you go. So the Axis is taking back that spawn point from the Allies. So now the Allies will have to rely on their mobile spawns that they've set up on the exterior of the town. Right. Oh, Zoom just bit it hard. I don't know if you saw that in the corner, the top left corner, but yeah, Zoom got nailed. He was flopping around. That's pretty funny. I'll have to give him crap about that later. Well, good job on the Axis side for reclaiming that spawn point. That's huge in a battle like this. Oh! All right, let's see what the Axis attack looks like. So we got an attack on Salty. Looks like that's it, and it's light. So it seems like the main battle is just going to be here. Big bombs. That's tier to M. Scobie just bit it hard. Okay, everybody in chat that's watching this live stream, type in or comment with the year that you started playing World War II online. And if you're new, just type new. Let's see how many veterans we have watching this stream and how many new players. It's fantastic. Welcome to the game, Johnny Baxter. David Adams says he's been here since the first month of the game. Johnny C. He's says 2005. By the way, my name is Chim. I'm part of the business team for Corner Grad Software, World War II Online. And yeah, it was 2004. December of 2004 is when I started playing the game. Machi on YouTube says 2001, fantastic, year one player. And as you know, well, as most of you know, World War II Online was released in 2001, June 6, 2001, which is D-Day. And so next year, 2026, will actually be 25 years of World War II Online, which is just insane for a video game to be going on this long and have active development going into it. So yeah, it's fantastic. Machi is 2001. Archie 3 says 2004. Rifle grenades came in a week later after he started. Yeah, I hear you. I don't know. I started just, well, for the older players, you used to be able to climb up in the trees, and that was a big thing. That was taken out. And I started just after they took that out. A lot of Allied Air Force out, yeah, Allied Air Force out here. A lot. Ah, XCAS. Hey, good to see you, man. I don't know, people's personal names compared to their game names and stuff. So glad to see you on the live stream. Appreciate it. Let's go check out Salty here. Looks like the Axis are attacking over there. Yeah, not much resistance in this town. Not much actually going on because the main battle right now is over in Albert, which is over to the south. Looks like the Allies are starting to respond to the Axis attack here. Let's go ahead and jump back over to Albert. Let's see what's going on over there now. John C. Absolutely. World War II Online currently holds 3 Guinness World Records. 3 Guinness World Records. So they've held them since 2001. No other game has been able to get them. Yeah, XCAS, I hear you. Miss climbing the trees. So Panda 1K is one of the more experienced, quote unquote. I don't know if that's a good term for it, but he's one of the better pilots and well-seasoned pilots in World War II Online. Looks like he's got his eyes on that BF 110. Ted's got some serious issues on the 6 right now. Oh, and that's Hio Silver in 190. I thought that was the 110. You guys are seeing all this air up here. You really need to get in game, especially if you're an older pilot. And, you think the air game is dead? No, it's not. Plane just got exploded up on top of us here. I'm curious about something. Okay, I was wrong. Oh, let's see here. Dennis Dury says, when is World War II Online 2.0 Unreal Engine? It is in the works. I'm not part of the development team, so I can't. I don't know the actual status at this point. I do know it's. I mean, you guys see the images that we just put out a while back, or just a couple days ago, actually, about. Some of the new equipment that's coming in, and that's in the Unreal Engine. It's a work in progress. It's a huge task for the devs and production teams to take on. So it is in the works. We'll probably be talking a little bit more about that in the upcoming weeks, but like I said, I just don't know what the actual status is. I'm not in that part of the team. Dennis says, I remember playing this back in 2000 and doing massive HE-111 raids on bomb factories. Absolutely, 2001, yeah. Oh my God, yeah, that was huge. And for those that are new to World War II Online, there are factories, and actually the Axis, as you can tell, let me open up this map a little bit more. Sorry to all the veteran players that, I mean, this is pretty much common knowledge here, but, for the veteran players. But I just want to explain it to some of the new players here. So this is the map, World War II Online, and it's huge, absolutely huge. So all these towns that we battle in during the campaign, each town has its own supply. The supply that goes to these towns, like say St. Paul, like right here, every town is linked to a factory, to the factories. So we've got Montreal, and once again, I bastardize these town names. But if you look into a town and you see like French production factory number 6, so factory number 6, that's what you want to, that's what we're looking at. The factory number 5. These are the factory towns. So this town is a critical town to the Allied forces in general. There's factory towns in Britain, there's factory towns in the French, and there's factory towns spread out in Germany. And all those factory towns, if you capture all those towns, which as you can see, the Axis already were attacking Albert from the Allied side. So they're trying to push the Allies back because this town right here, Amiens, and once again I apologize if I'm not saying it correctly, there are production factory facility number 9. We have, let's see here, is there another one? I'm sure there's, yeah, there it is. Factory facility number 8. So those are factories that supply weapons in the spawn list to all the Allied towns. For the French, same thing for the Brits. And so victory conditions to win a campaign, you have to, I believe it's 6 factory towns, and so you have to, there are 6 factories, so you have to completely capture the town that holds those factories. So if you get 3 of them, 3 of the towns that hold those factories, are a total of, I think it's 9 factories in total. So for the Axis, they could go over here and capture some of the British factories and some of the French, and as long as it adds up to, I believe it's 9 factories, that's a victory condition for the campaign. The campaign would be over, and then a new campaign would start. Or the other condition is to capture, I think it's either 93 or 95% of all the towns in World War II Online, and that would be another victory condition. So that's how the campaigns go. But the factory towns are extremely critical, and this campaign has gone on, I think it's over 75 days or something like that. So it's been a long campaign, a longer campaign. Typically the campaigns are around 30 days. Some I remember a couple one campaign where it just lasted, I think it was like 3 days was the shortest campaign ever, and then I think the longest went on for, I don't know, 4 months or something like that. It's just insane. It's just a lot of back and forth. Every campaign is different. And that's what makes it unique to the game. Unique is every battle is going to be different circumstances, different players in those campaigns, and there's so many variables in this game that you're never going to be in the same battle twice, and with all the different strategies, like I said, we've got our factories that supply towns like this with all the equipment, with the bombing. What was mentioned earlier by Dennis Dury, he said he remembered back in 2001 doing the HE-111 bombing raids on the factory. So if you damage those factories, that slows down that production of all the equipment. So all of a sudden, if you die with a rifleman, it takes, say, 12 hours to resupply or remanufacture that gun. So by bombing the factories, you slow down that process, and it could take up to 24 hours or 36 hours. I'm not sure what I haven't looked at the settings on it, but it could get up over a day for that one rifle to get back into supply. So every kill matters. Every rifles, SMGs, everything matters in this game. So it's not just a run and gun shoot type thing. There's a lot of strategy behind it. High command moves around some supply, to supplement some of the attacks or supplement their defense. There's so many different aspects to this game than just a first-person shooter, and that's what makes it so unique and what actually draws in a lot of people to play the game. Not necessarily the graphics as what a lot of people are used to, but the mechanics behind it and the strategy level is, if you want to get into that, you can play it as a first-person shooter. But once again, there's so many strategy levels that just makes it so unique, so unique. And looks like the Allied attack on Albert has been called off. So as you see, there's no more, the town's not highlighted on the map anymore. So looks like Axis are going here at Lowers. Let's take a look at that, see what's going on over in Lowers. Looks like Axis is just getting started up on here. And looks like the Allies are starting up this attack on Bailiu. And once again, I'm really tearing up the names of these towns, but I just suck at... Alright, let's go see what's going on over here. Yep. Looks like Allies are coming into this town in force. Bud. Oh! That tire got nailed. suit. Probably saved Cheeto's butt on that one. Wherever that was. Let's see. I think it was Warmland. I got a shot off on him. Whitecap, good to see you here. Let's see what's going on over here in Lillers. And is the town. Alright, so the Axis are attacking this. Allies are down to 1 CP and the army base. Axis have taken the rest of it. Looks like the Allies are responding and trying to regain the town itself. Yeah, Gen Chaos 33 says, I think I remember my first campaign, campaign 24, back in 2007 or so. Back when there were thousands of players on at the same time. I even met the Rats Doc at their Dallas headquarters in 2008 or so. Yep, I remember Doc. Well, I never met him. Oh, curious, you guys that are watching the stream, type in if you've been to a World War II online convention. Let's see how many people in here have been to one of the official World War II online conventions, and what year was it? Yeah, I'd say the Allied Air is in force today for sure. So Smoothie says he went to the Minicon in 2022. I don't think there was a Minicon. Oh, well, I don't know. Are you? I'm not sure if he meant 2012 or if there was a Minicon in 2022. I'm not sure if I never. So curious. Let's see. Since we have our 25th anniversary coming up next year, we're probably we're not. We're going to be having a convention for the 25th anniversary of World War II Online. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Oh my God. We've got some great things coming up for that. Koza. I'm not sure how to pronounce your name. I'm sorry if I mispronounced it. He says how many players online. We have two different platforms where players log in from. One is from Steam, and one is from what we call organic. So you can download the game and play the game from the Steam platform. And you have players like myself and stuff that have been playing this game for a long time. We just download the game and log into the game from our computers, not through the Steam store. So there's two different platforms to log into the game. So the actual population, I mean, there's only one server for World War II Online. So doesn't matter where you're logging in from, you're all logging into the same server. Now, a lot of people look at the Steam reports and, to see how many players are online, say like maybe 20 or 30 or something like that. Well, that's only the players from Steam. The organic players, which is an insane amount of players that have accounts on our organic side. Tens of thousands of accounts organically. So when you see the numbers are, it's only got 20 people in line right now, that's not the truth at all. So it's hard to say exactly how many players are online. Typically us from the Corner Grad Software, the developers of World War II Online, we don't give that information out. That's always been a thing. So actual in-game numbers, we don't ever let that out. But as you can see, the server is there's a lot of players on it, and this is just one battle. I'll jump over to another town. So as you can see, there's a lot more people in here than just what's in one town. Plus there's people in this St. Paul. Looks like there's a couple people in Amiens. And there's also some more stuff, some more people over here in Oostende. And once again, I apologize for saying the names of these towns wrong. So you could see that there's a lot more people in game than just 15 or 20, to say the least. So, yeah, right now, we have probably some of the best population we've had in at least 6 months um, in this operation right now, logged in right now. Great numbers in game, great numbers. So really neat, and that's what makes this game so much better, is having that population, because you have this huge map and you can spread out those battles, and you can have there's so many things you can do with population if you have population in game. Like I said, right now, as of this moment, is some of the highest numbers I've personally seen in game in at least 6 months, at least, and this is fantastic. So you guys really need to get into this game if you're not playing right now. Edward 11, or I'm sorry, Edward TI, I believe it is. Played from 2001 to 2006 or so. Glad to see the game is still going and growing. Was Axis in the squad, named Panzerlehr. Used to make movies for the contest also. Yep. We'll have to dig them up. Going to have to check it out again. Absolutely, Edward. Glad you chimed up in the chat. Appreciate seeing your comment there. The game's not dead. No, by no means. And we have, to be honest, we have seen, like I said, we've I said it earlier in the stream, we've seen at least 20% population increase just in the past month. And things are happening. We got the game, a lot of great things are happening inside the game. So it's absolutely worth it coming back in. Right now, for this whole weekend, everything is unlocked and there's no rank restrictions. So if you log into the game right now, you'll have access to everything in the supply. So and it'll be unlocked, and there's no rank restrictions. So yeah, good time to come back in. We're glad to see our veteran players coming back into the game as well. I've seen a lot of veteran players that I hadn't seen in years jumping back in, and it's great. So. Go back to lowers. Let's see here. So looks like Axis has their spawn. They're spawnable over here. This is the Axis attack on the town of Lowers? Yeah, Lowers. So the Axis have captured their spawnable, which is in the city of Lowers. So once again, they don't have to worry about they can spawn in just directly into town instead of having to run in from a mobile spawn that's outside of the town. And they're smart. They've got somebody in the depot itself guarding it. And for your new players also, if you see that on these names, you see the letter C after the name. So you got the rank of that player, the name of the player, and his squad affiliation underneath that, underneath his name. But you see that C in the square box. That means he's in high command. He's a commander. So the Axis are trying to take this building from the French. So when you capture a building, you just step anywhere inside this building and it'll start capping. Just like this guy, even though he's in this little tiny room off to the side, he's still capping. So Edward, yes, you were saying, Edward says, so is the focus to switch the whole game over to Unreal Engine at some point? The goal, rather. Yes, absolutely. We know the graphics aren't the greatest. We know that's, and it's one thing we've always wanted to do is to upgrade the game engine that it's in. The actual game engine that we're currently using for World War II Online was actually built by the original development team for World War II Online. So, and it's completely outdated, obviously, compared to today's thing. So, as far as some of the stuff that we can do to this game engine is extremely limited. So yeah, for development purposes, not just the eye candy, but for the development purposes, switching over to Unreal Engine 5 will allow us, we are able to use the proprietary software and code or whatever it is to have this massive open world of World War II Online, and Unreal Engine 5 is the only other game engine that would be compatible with the huge open world that we have for our code. So, so yeah, obviously we want to get over to Unreal Engine 5. By converting over to Unreal Engine 5, it'll open up a lot of doors for our development and production teams to add a bunch of new stuff. You've seen the Unreal Engine 5 images of some of the new models that we've got coming in. So yeah, and because we want to get to Unreal Engine 5, we are not only when we add new weapons and equipment and stuff into World War II Online, you see that we're also creating them in Unreal Engine 5 and then breaking down the poly so it fits into the original game as it is now. So that way we're not having to do double the work down the road when we are able to get this platform up to Unreal Engine 5. Jen Chaos says there are just too many MMO shooter games these days, unlike the 2000s when less was available and thus higher players numbers were occurring back in the day. Yeah, yes and no. I mean, the first-person shooters, you know, and I don't know. I'll be honest. All I've ever played is World War II Online. I've never played Call of Duty. I've never played Hell Let Loose. I've never played any of the other games. World War II Online, once I saw it, I was just hooked, and this is the only game I've played. So yeah, I'm completely biased. But I've always been into the strategy part of the game and not just the run and gun type play style. So realistically, there's hardly anything that, well, there's nothing that could even come close to what we got. There's a couple other games that may have some elements, but on the level of this is like a sim. This is more like a military sim. But you can play it as a first-person shooter. So I agree to that extent for the first-person player run and gun type play style. Yeah, there's a lot of them out there. Is there anything out there that has the strategic layers that World War II Online has? Absolutely not. This is the only one. Me, after playing all these years, to be honest, the graphics just, I think it's fine. I've seen a lot worse games out there, graphics wise, but you know, I mean, to me, it's the eye candy isn't the whole thing. So. Like the Allies have, they got one CP left that they're trying to do, like, looks like it's being recapped as speed. And once that flag, there it goes. So the Allies have completely liberated the town of Lowers. Looks like the Axis attack on St. Paul is starting up. It's been going, but it looks like they captured something of significance, maybe? St. Paul Reverend, keep going. No, so that's not even spawnable. Looks like Houston D is going. We'll take a look there real quick. This is always it's a big town, but one of the things that I like about it is it's got a deep water port. So the Navy guys can get into the battle a bit here. But yeah, it's yep. So the Allies are attacking. They've got Ramsgate CP, so Ramsgate. Yeah, it's not a spawnable. Oh, wait a minute. It is. So here's interesting. So the town of Oostende, Ramsgate is the town that's linkable to Oostende for the British. So what's going to happen here is they do have a spawnable in this town. So let's go over here to the CP, see if people are... Oh, looks like a green tag is recapping the Allied spawn. Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, I don't think this town is. This attack is going to. Yep. There it was. So the Axis just liberated that town. And let's see here. Let's jump over to what's going on. Yeah, so Snotbug made a mention here. World War II Online is the only game with combined arms on a half-scale map of Europe with no loading instances. And that is the absolute truth, and there's no other game that could do that. Combined arms, for those newer players watching this, you've got Navy, you've got air, you've got ground, everything, all player bait, no AI, no nothing. As you can tell by the game tags, everybody in here is, there's no bots. So you could have a true combined arms battle with Navy, Air, and Army all in the same town. No other game does that. None. So there may be one or two games that could do like Air and Army at the same time. But once again, being able to do all three. And when he was saying, you know, it is a half scale of Western Europe, the map is. And so yeah, I want to say what, 330 kilometer map. It's just huge. If you were to spawn over here, just on, you know, like say Calais, all right? So if you were to spawn Calais with a rifleman and walk all the way across to Germany, literally in real time, it would probably take you about 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks of time to walk from there all the way over there, because it is half scale of Western Europe. And because it, like Snotbug said, it's there's no loading or instances. So, you know, like in other games, when you go into a different sector of the game, you have to reload that sector. Well, I'm flying right now, and there is absolutely no reload screens at all. Nothing. And I'm just going from town to town to town to town to town. And it's just one big open world. I don't think people really understand that concept. But once again, I've already, I don't know, maybe I'm probably close to 50 kilometers away from where I had started originally. And I passed several towns already. I started over here in the town of Bailey, and I'm almost at the ocean. And there's absolutely no loading screen, no nothing. It's just open world. That's all it is. Just open world. So no other game can do that. You know, especially a World War II first-person shooter game. And that's actually one of our Guinness World Records, is the largest map in a MMO, first-person shooter. So, great comment, by the way. It's not bad. So yeah, for like, and why does that matter? The reload screens and stuff. If you're a bomber and you're trying to bomb, you know, you got a big squad, you're going out to try to bomb the factories, for instance. The reload screens and stuff, I mean, Yeah, it's just such a huge scale. You know, it, yeah. There's so much to this game that people don't understand or realize. And to be honest, for me, that granted I'm not a big time gamer like a lot of people are, but you know, it took me probably a good 2 to 3 years to even begin to fathom, to wrap my head around some of this, the more the basic and intermediate strategic layers of the game. So once again, if you guys are new here to World War II Online, everything's unlocked during the weekend. This is Operation Unity. We have some of the highest population in game, and probably close to a year, I would say. Good time to come in. Every equipment is unlocked for the weekend, and there's no rank restrictions for the weekend. So you log in, you're able to grab a tank, grab a Tiger, grab a Sherman, LMGs, I mean, bazookas. Everything's unlocked. And if you want to try flying, everything's unlocked. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and close this stream out. I want to thank everybody for watching and participating. Appreciate you guys in the chat. Please, please, please like and subscribe on our channels, whether it's Twitch, Facebook, YouTube, TikTok, wherever you're seeing us. Like the video, subscribe so you get notified on upcoming events and stuff. We've got a lot of stuff coming up in the next several weeks that's going to be announced. You guys are really going to want to keep an eye out on our communications. This is Jim, and signing out. Thank you very much. We'll talk to you guys later.